Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nyfizzle. We have a guest! Yay! But yeah, so today we have a little mukbang situation. We have sushi, we have some pork. Oh my god, we get gyoza as well.
And gyoza.
And chicken gyoza. You know. Yeah. So we were like, let's just eat and vibe and just talk. Because one thing that I feel like we both have experience in is like racism in retail, especially with this whole like BLM movement and all that. I don't know, like I feel like it's just easier just talk about your experiences now.
I feel like it's easier to talk about your own experience, and this is the perfect time to get off maybe just what you've been feeling. Offload. Cheers. I got that. Yeah, this is nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
You might as well start off with your experience.
You know what? I don't even know where to begin. Like I feel like sometimes, especially in working environments, a lot of people expect black girls to be a bit more like silent, subdued, sort of fit into what the mold of what you want a black girl to be. And I was never that bitch. I was never that bitch. So I remember I was working in Selfridges. No, Selfridges actually was probably one of my funnest jobs. Yeah. It was working on Oxford Street. And I remember like coming in and like just little things would happen, like little microaggressive things that were just so passive. And I was like, if I wasn't black, would you have said this to me? Like,
an example.
I remember once I did my hair. I came in for the first time with natural hair. Because every time I had that job I came in with a wig because I just couldn't deal with it. So I came in with my natural hair and he was just like, oh my god, now your hair looks so different. And in this store, like if you go downstairs, they can call on like an intercom and then the whole of the downstairs like, of the staff hears it. And then I was like, oh thanks, whatever. Sort of walked past, went downstairs. He goes onto the intercom and he was like, everyone, Naya's done her hair. We have a new girl at work today. I was just like, oh my god, just because I have natural hair. Like all of this, it was so much. And I was at a place where I still wasn't that comfortable having my natural hair out. Yeah. So like having to deal with that was like, whoa.
That is awful.
Do you know what I mean? I think, and it's sad because I feel like he had pure intentions doing it, but it was just so.
They always have pure intentions, but they just don't understand how they come across.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the time it's not, because in the UK they know what racism is, but they think that you have to be outwardly a racist for it to be racist.
Very like
you know
discriminatory.
What I mean? Exactly. So like little things like, oh, maybe wanted to give you attention. That's what he was thinking. Is you just making yourself even feel worse because now you've got even more eyes on you, and it's just like more insecure. You're looking more into yourself. Oh my god, that's so annoying. I had like kind of similar. Mine was more like touching your hair, like, oh my god, is this really your hair? And like when I'd wear wigs, I did not wear my natural because I just could not be.
I couldn't be bothered.
Slap the wig on. My wig was used to lift. Used to be lifting at work.
I would rather have a lifting wig at work than have my natural hair. Oh my
gosh, that's the thing. I remember I would literally go and have breaks and just pull it back. And then put it like, give me 5 minutes. I remember I was working in B&Q, then I went to the toilet, give me 5 minutes, let me just breathe and then come back.
Oh my god.
And then people were like, oh, is this really your hair? And honestly, I can't be bothered to tell them it was a wig. That's
so
another thing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would lie. But they kind of look, they'd be like, but if I say it's real, then it's real. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause I don't even want that's the thing with me. When I was in the workplace, I was really quiet and very much to myself because none of the personalities fit me. We don't have anything in common. I don't want to force it. I kind of just want to do my work and go home. And I think that's where I had the problem. I came across as standoffish and like probably mean and stuff, but really, I hated it here. I hated it here.
I hate it here and I hate all of you people too.
Exactly. I want to go home and like I didn't really want to carry on too much conversation because you don't have the range. First of all, you don't have the range to have a conversation.
You don't.
Like I can't tell you I've got a wig and you now think, okay, cool.
So
you don't understand exactly. You don't understand why I'm wearing my wig. I don't want to have to explain it to you. I really just want to do my job and go home.
Also, one thing I noticed about this particular place that I worked was that they put me at a higher standard than everybody else. In the sense where,
more from you.
In the sense where, like, what other people could do, if I did, I would get in trouble for it. But other people would do it and it's fine. Do you know what I mean? And there used to be extra like eyes watching me. I could not do no wrong. And if I did anything wrong, it would be like the world's coming to an end. But if anyone else acted the way that I acted, it would actually be calm. But I don't know, like...
Yeah, just feeling like you just have more pressure.
Yes.
And that you have to, no, that's what they say anyway. You have to work 10 times harder, you have to do 10 times better, you have to like overachieve. It's just long, no. I had the same thing as well with like, let's say cleaning. I can't
You were a cleaner?
No, exactly. I wasn't a cleaner.
No.
I got given the fucking job to clean. B&Q is just really, really dusty. It's a hardware shop. So it was really, really dusty, so I had to clean at the end of the day. And I remember that, like, my manager literally shouted at me. No, legit shouted at me in front of everyone. And like everyone else was just like, she's literally new here. Like, what do you expect her to do? This is her first time. Why are you shouting at her? Basically, I didn't clean. It wasn't pitch perfect. But it's like, this is my first time, and no one has told me how to do this. I'm literally winging it. So why are you shouting at me? But I think she just didn't like me. I think it was such a hostile environment, especially because I was the only black girl. And everyone else kind of was there before, so they already have their clique, so I can't really go into it. I didn't try to force my way, because what I'm about to do is force my way into anything.
100%.
Keep it pushing. But yeah, and then my manager, we just already had tension. But I don't even know why we had tension. Like, you never know why you have tension. It's like, why do we have tension?
Seriously.
Why?
Do you know what it is? I feel like part of it is when you know that this job isn't for you, and they know that it isn't for you too, so they sort of see through that. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I can imagine what you're going to be like. You're very much like, I do my shifts, I go home. No,
that's literally me. Like, what do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
I want to do my job and get. I don't enjoy being here. You should know that. I'm here to do my 20 hours and go home. And I remember, like, on top of that, they even want me to work more. It always felt like I'm not doing enough. Like, I need to go above and beyond. And why am I going to go above and beyond my job description? Why am I going above and beyond my job? Why am I going above and beyond my pay rate? My hourly rate?
Because my money isn't changing.
I don't get it. I don't know if that's racism. I don't know what.
I don't know.
Point, but I don't remember anyone else feeling like that but me. So
I don't know, because even when I was working, I think I got to do with the Midlands as well. Because when I was working working at Sports Direct during uni, my manager hated me so much, like so much, to the point where I didn't quite understand why. But at the same time, I think I deeped it. She was jealous of me, and just the way that I was at work, I was very just la-di-da. So yeah, she's always had an issue with me. And I remember once she sat me down in her office. I was 5 minutes late to my shift. So she sat me down. She was like, because you were so late, one of the girls, her family was waiting to take her Christmas shopping, and she wasn't able to go because she had to cover your shift for 5 minutes. I was 5 minutes late and she was losing her mind. Even small things, like I wouldn't want to wear my uniform to travel to work because ain't nobody seeing me in this sports outfit. Ain't nobody seeing
my
me.
B&Q fit was wow.
I'm changing at work.
Yeah.
I'm changing at work.
Fair enough. I did not have it. I'm so fucking lazy.
You not change at work?
No. I came in with my Bob the Builder boots, my combat trousers, my polo shirt,
that is mad,
and just my coat on top. Fam, I'm actually, oh please, change at work. Then I've got to bring my clothes, no. Then I've got to change going back home.
No, I had too much pride. I have too much pride.
Fair enough, but I'm too fucking lazy for that shit.
Nah, so I would come to work and I would change just before, I'd get to work early so I can change for my shift and then just come down. Obviously she didn't like the fact that I was doing that. She's like, as soon as you step onto the shop floor, you represent the store, you need to come dressed as a dirt. I was like, but for the 5 minutes that I'm stepping on, you're not paying me. So when you're paying me, I will wear the uniform that you pay me to wear. When you're not paying me, you will not tell me what to do.
That makes no sense.
Just small things like that. And the thing is, other people would do that. Like I wouldn't just randomly think, let me just change before I get. Other people were doing this. So why is it when it was me, it was a different scenario? And I was the only black girl that was there as well. So I just feel like that was just this extra pressure, extra eyes on you. Do you know what I mean? Like you couldn't, fair enough, I shouldn't be trying to get away with shit anyway. But like certain things that I would see what other people do if I did it. Or how it would break loose.
And then the thing with me as well, I realise like, especially if I don't like someone or something's going wrong, I realise I'm just giving off the energy you're giving me.
Yeah.
I didn't start this. I do not start with bad vibes.
I want good
if
vibes.
I'm giving you energy, you're bringing something out of me. Just know
what did you do?
What did you do? Why are you looking at me? Like I did something to you. When like me, I just match energy. Like what do you want me to do? I think that's a lot of the time the problem I would have with like bosses or managers and stuff like that. I would just match the energy you're giving me. So if you're giving me all of nothing, I will give you all of nothing.
That's it.
Another thing that I don't know if you realise, like in the workplace, don't you find like the other white colleagues, their whole thing is kissing ass but then chatting shit behind the scenes. See, that's the problem I would have. I can't kiss your ass and chat shit. I couldn't. That is why my energy would just be the way it is, because I can't fake it. I can't fake it. And that would be my problem with managers. They just feel like I have, I don't even know, maybe an attitude. They have like some animosity, but it's really not that.
Do you know what it is? Managers are used to having their employees pissed up.
Yeah, exactly.
I think in the back of my mind, because I even remember work, I'm always to say that.
Yeah.
This is nothing to do with racing, this is self-subject.
Yeah, we're just
work being stupid. I was at work and I must have went out the night before.
Right.
So I didn't sleep much.
Okay.
So I come into work 8 AM, Saturday morning. I'm sat there and the shop floor was hot. The shop floor was hot. So we're having our morning meeting. And you know this, like, and because I didn't care about the job, I can't act like I care about what this morning meeting is about. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't give a shit. So he's there like sort of explaining to me, talking to us about like the new shoes that are coming out, As he is talking, I am falling asleep.
Oh, okay.
I am falling asleep. I'm like, my eyes are like this.
Oh no.
To the point where I actually did that and I closed my eyes for about a couple seconds. The guy clicks in my face.
Oh no!
He clicks in my face and goes, Naya. I was like, oh. And it was like, meeting's over. It was like, meeting's over. Everyone just go. Everyone just go. He was so offended. Because no, I won't lie, it was very fucking rude. Like,
I guess, okay, fair, yeah.
I get it. I can't even raise it. It was me. Ever since that day, he was out to get me. Ever since the day he was out to get me. Anything to pull me up on, he would just pull me up on it. But then I ended up quitting, so it was actually fine.
Because it's crazy, like, the things like, I remember just getting in trouble about things, and like, let's say I talked to my other colleague, right? And they would get into so much trouble. They were like, yeah, I did that, and I did this, and nothing happened. I'm like, so why do I feel like shit?
No, 100%.
So why do I feel like shit? Like, why have you done X, Y, Z? Like, I remember, my colleague was just like, yeah, no, I was just fucking hungover, so I just came in 2 hours late today. But like, so why did I get told off for being 5 minutes late when you weren't even in the building?
Bro,
you weren't even in the building.
That is it.
Told off. The environment.
It was so toxic.
It's so toxic and so like hostile. And do you know? For me, like I had another black girl in my workplace, and she was in a different department. But honestly, she would just make my day. Just knowing that she's there. Not even we'd barely have time to talk because we'd be at work and stuff. It was just like friend.
Knowing someone else is
there.
We see each other.
That would be me. Like we see each other. Like I see you, sis, and she'd still be there, so I'll still be there. And I kind of felt bad because when I quit, like I just.
You didn't tell her anything?
No.
Just disappeared?
We never had the same lunch breaks. We never had the same anything. So we never finished the same time. So we just, I see you when I see you. And then I had another like older black guy, and he was really nice. I don't know what it is. I was just like, so why can't I be like this with everyone else? Why is it like I feel comfortable and I feel myself when I'm with you? And it's like we haven't. It's crazy because we barely even say anything, but it would just be nice every time.
No, we just know.
So I was just like, why can't I have this with anyone else? It's so weird.
I don't know, because that's something with me. Like I think it's so important to have other black people in the workplace where you work. Do you know what I mean? Like, although some other black people can be like coony, they can be very coony sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Very tap dancing. Yeah, very tap dancey. But I do remember like one of my favourite jobs was working in Selfridges. Like the customers, some of them would just be so problematic. Like I remember, but the thing is like, they're problematic in a very endearing way. Like they think they're being nice. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Selfridges, you're probably snooty.
They think they're being so nice and being so woke, but it's just like you're actually no. Like I remember once I went in with my hair like all slicked back in a ponytail, and this random woman was like, I was serving her some jewelry and stuff. She was like, "Oh my god, do you know who you look like?"
Oh no.
Naomi Campbell. Obviously I was gassed. Yeah, Naomi, I'll take it. But at the same time, it's like,
you know why
you're saying that because it's the only black person that you know. Like, does every black person look like Naomi Campbell? Like, it was ridiculous. But I still took it. I remembered it.
No, I don't really have any like customers. I wasn't really. I think I just ran away from them. No, I can't remember any like actual conversations. I don't know. I feel like I knew a way to just keep it nice, short, and quick. I learned how to just say whatever you need to avoid it. I don't really want to talk to you that much. I think they always knew that, like, I'm very much, don't ask me questions.
I don't know the answer.
But then I don't know if that's also because they didn't really want to talk to me because I'm black. Yeah, it's both ways. I don't know if it's like ignored everyone or they didn't really want to talk to me because I wasn't in London, it was in Northampton, so it was very much outside. Like
Caucasian.
You know, the closer you get up north, the more.
The less black people you
exactly.
see, let's be very honest.
So I don't know if it was like, oh, I don't want to talk to the black, but we'll talk to this person instead.
I
mean, it
feel
works
you.
both ways. It works in my favour. I don't really want to talk to anyone anyway.
But one thing I think is so important is to actually work with people of colour. Like having black people just in that environment at your work as colleagues, just makes it so
even
much easier.
like I remember when he like finally, because in his workplace you kind of have to conform most of the time to other people's personalities.
Yeah.
Kind of water yourself down to fit in with everyone else. So I remember him finally being in the workplace and finally having like black friends that he could actually do things outside of work with. Because I would always be his excuse of why he can't do things.
Oh, me and my girlfriend.
Yeah, but I've got my girlfriend this, my girlfriend that. Like he always find his way to come out of things. And I'm actually really glad. Like I never really had like a workplace where they want to do drinks and stuff all the time. I think it's because I only really worked in retail. But if I had an office job, you go out after and stuff like that. I think a lot of black people don't enjoy that unless it's like drinks are free. Then it's like,
if it's on you, then alright.
But if I have to come and spend my money with people that I just don't enjoy being with. I don't know, I think that it's important to have a really multicultural
balance.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like even this right now, when everyone was doing the whole pull up or shut up thing, I feel like that was the most important way to like start to get the conversation like in the right direction, because having more black employees makes the black people that already work for you just a lot more comfortable.
I think it's important that this probably shows like you probably need to talk to people in your workplace.
Yeah.
Like if you got like under 10% Jesus.
You're right.
Drinking. If you got under 10% of your staff is like black, wouldn't you want to now, especially this time, want to talk to them and see how they are and try find ways to work on it, because I'm sure they'll have ideas if they're not, you know.
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, I think I disagree, because not every black person has the answers.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I mean? There are people and groups that they could actually go to get help on this, like people, like groups that do like PR and all that kind of stuff, like
and consultancy and all of this.
Like diversity consultancy, that's what I think they should go to, because.
But what about like just checking in with them?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like checking in and being like, how do you honestly feel in the workplace, and don't feel like you need to hold back. Like make sure that they feel comfortable to open up and tell you how they feel. I'm sure a lot of people in the industry will be shocked.
They'll have a lot. They think a lot of black people have a lot of things to say,
and you have to.
But they just have never had an environment where they could just speak on how they feel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Without fear of being like persecuted against it. And I also feel like that's an issue that I've had with retail as well. I was so vocal. Like I would be so vocal about things. Like that's how I've been since primary school. Like since I was a kid, I've always been vocal. If I don't like something, I will say it. If I think something's weird, I will say it. And I feel like you can't have that mindset in the workplace. Like you really can't be all you can't say what you want to say. Yeah. You have to literally water down yourself to fit into their mold of what they want you to be.
That's what I would do. I would be quiet. Like, I would literally just be quiet because I can't be bothered. And then I think that's really bad for me, because that's why I end up having such passive aggressive energy. I was so passive aggressive. So because I couldn't, it's like if I can't voice how I feel, then I have to hold it, and then I don't like being here. I want to think of a way out. I'm not hearing what you're saying.
And like, because I'm not the kind of person that waters down her blackness, it just causes me issues everywhere. And I feel like my mum would always say to me like, Maya, just be, like just fit the mold, just do what you have to do to get by. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't work like but everything me would just I always have something to say. Like I don't know. I feel like that's an issue. That's a personal issue I need to work on, to be fair. But also I think like the world needs to get to a space where they accept blackness in all different forms. And there's just not one linear mold of what a black person is supposed to be.
Like other races,
they don't get that.
yeah, they're very much allowed to be
multifaceted.
They're allowed to be really angry and shout and all of those things.
They'll be passionate.
In the same moment, be victimize themselves.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's weird, but
I speak for myself as a black woman. We don't get the luxury of being able to be like
play both sides. Yeah,
or be able to play both sides. Even to we don't even get the luxury of being able to make a mistake and be looked at as, oh, it was just a mistake.
But yeah, I think we're gonna summarize it. The camera died.
Final thoughts, I guess, moving forward. One thing that I will say to like managers or any black people that are actually in any work industry, ATM, be like to check up on your black employees, like talk to them, find out what's going on, and just be like a space to listen. Like, don't question what they're talking about, because more time you will never experience what they experience because you just don't walk in their shoes. Just listen and just create an environment where like black employees and especially can express how they feel without feeling like they're gonna get fired. What's oh my god about this? You know what I mean?
And like just understanding that a happy employee will just work better. Do you know what I mean? Just that's all across the board. Happy employees will work better. So if you're black woman in your workspace is happy, joyful, let her be. That's a good thing. That is not a bad thing. If she's loud, bubbly, just obviously if you need to check up on her, just do it in a way, just be respectful. Just like treat anyone how you'd want to be treated yourself. Like, I think that's what people forget. Like they'll be treating people anyhow because they're the manager, not actually realizing they would not want to be treated the way they're treating their employees.
110%.
What else?
That's not even like a race thing. That's just more
legit across the board.
Yeah, it's good human being.
You touched on base. Just check up, really.
Yeah.
Check up. Learn. I think, but understanding that racism is not always need to be outwardly. It doesn't need to be what's in your face for it to still be racist. Microaggression is very, very real. From the way like people treat our hair, to the way people have to ask us where we're from. And
where are you really from?
Like, cause you're not British.
You're not British.
Where are you really from? Or letting us know that you have black friends.
I don't care.
Black wife,
I don't
black
care
husband.
that your neighbour is black.
It does not make me feel any more connected to you. It does not make me feel any more comfortable. It does not make me feel like I can relate to you anymore.
Just let black people be black. I understand that people's blackness comes in many different forms. There's just not one linear form of what it is to be a black person. So whatever preconceived notions you have about black people, get rid of it. Thank you guys so much for watching this mukbang.
It's been so much fun. Thank you. We're going to be doing one on my channel
as well.
What it was like growing up black at school.
100%. It's going to be in the description box below.
Look at you.
So we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye.